What's up, guys? It's Dr. Grin here with my friend Shockfish from the Bay Area. We're gonna
What's
do a
up?
match analysis. We
We
have
have not prepped for it at all,
not
so
at all.
we're just doing it kind of like as live commentary, sort of.
Yeah. So we're gonna be commentating this grand finals between Vid X and Michael, which we'll just be referring to their character names because I don't know either of these people, and it sounds easier to just say Samus or Wolf. So with that, let's begin. And I noticed that they're gonna start with like some kind of neutral start or something. It looks like.
I think
So
there was commentating talk about wait for Christo to reach the commentating set, so they just waited a second.
okay, so neutral start. They're gonna go in a
Hmm.
second. All right, there we go. So right off the bat, Samus does good auto cancel missiles to get a dash attack.
Hmm.
Let me back up on that because he jumped onto the platform I think initially
Hmm.
to do missiles, and the wolf started with a projectile, which is very common. It's good to throw out a projectile right at the beginning as these characters because there's not much you could do about it. Um, I think he spot dodged that shine. The Samus spot dodged the shine, which it
Hmm.
would have been better for the Samus to crouch cancel versus Wolf, because Samus's crouch cancel is really strong, and Wolf's shine can be crouch canceled, which is even better. Oh, the Wolf just stood there. Okay, this is like a classic, like newer player mistake. If I can
Hmm.
roll back to the time. Oh,
Go for
rolling
it.
back on this sync is weird. I think I went too far a little bit. But he'll get back on stage and he'll like down air shine the shield and he'll just stand there, right here, right here. He just stands there for like a good second. That's one thing that like higher level players don't do that the newer level players do all the time is they'll just stand there after they do a move or L cancel or something because I don't know why. I mean, I used to do it too. It's just they're not used to the timing of their moves. So one thing to learn is that timing. That
What about that shorten?
that shorten. So I think he was going for like a mid shorten, which I don't know about Wolf's timings, but
Hmm.
I know that Fox and Falco's mid shortens are really hard. So that's like already hard to do. So that's probably why he missed it. Cause that I don't know if a mid shorten would even hit that. So he
Yeah,
might have just like not been. He might have just not read it right or something.
yeah.
Read the DI
Uh,
right.
just to add context, I'm fairly certain these two met in bracket before this, and Fee won, so he might have just kind of been feeling himself. I also know he's not a wolf main.
He's not okay.
He's not. He probably either mains Marth or Captain Falcon. I couldn't tell.
Okay.
And you'll see in a second he's going to switch from Wolf. I don't remember if he wins this set or not, but I think he switches to
Um.
off of Wolf.
Okay. So the Samus edge guards here in a sec. So he'll hit the wolf off the stage, and the wolf does like a really safe side B onto the stage,
Hmm.
and Samus reads it completely and punishes with an up tilt, which I don't like that much. It should be right here. Um, I feel like just a forward smash would have been better to reset up an edge guard because Samus's edge guard game is fairly good, but that's just something to work on.
Hmm. I do like, and this is something I noticed with all of Fee's characters, that he follows up his throws pretty well. He seems to understand what to follow up each throw with. So
Yeah, that's
that's
good.
good.
So yeah, we can tell Fee's not doing so well. It's probably part of the reason he's not a wolf main. He definitely does some questionable wolf things, especially the side Bs that usually wolf mains are really good at getting.
Hmm.
Just because like it's something that's hard when you don't play the character, but when you play the character, you have a deeper understanding that people just don't understand about your character. And that's the thing. That's another thing people don't realize. How people can space so well is because they're dedicated to their character so well that the spacing just it's so natural. Good missiles to cover. Like it covers. It stuffs out a lot of options. So he'll come down. He'll platform cancel missile drop platform or ground cancel missile auto cancel rather.
Yeah.
Right here I believe. So missile, missile, and it's just spacing him out really well. But that's kind of dangerous to do versus Spaceys because of the shine. So you don't see it as much in the Spacey matchup. But it doesn't seem like the Wolf wants to punish it really. Good forward throw. What do you? Okay, we'll give it to you. We'll give it to you. If you wanted it, I think he knows he's gonna lose, so he's just trying to swag at this point. The Samus
I
is
mean,
just kind of wrecking him in neutral and just
he's coming from winners finals, so
yeah,
like even if he lost this set, he
yeah,
knows he still has another set, and he knows he beat this opponent earlier today.
that's true.
So it's definitely not a bad idea to experiment with your secondaries. Your secondaries need tournament experience.
Yeah,
So
I guess. There was an
I mean, if
edge
you're gonna do
guard.
secondaries.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. The Samus was that the one I just missed? I think it. No, no, it was the next one. Darn. Okay, well, so the Samus is gonna do an edge guard, and he's gonna doubt himself, and he's gonna double jump and put himself in a bad spot because of it. I think it's after this one. He knocks him off stage, and then he jumps, and then he double jumps, and
Mm,
he
I see
he
exactly what you said.
yeah, he put himself in a bad spot right there. That if the wolf was better, he would have instantly shined and punished. That was just like self doubt. Basically, what Samus can do is just throw out a nair at that point, fast fall, and it beats every single spacey option off the stage. So if he runs into that nair, you're fine.
Yeah.
So I think he should have just done that.
On top of that, you just want to keep your second jump. You never know.
Yeah. Um, the reason he didn't get this edge guard, the Samus, was
Hmm.
because he did a grounded missile. If he did a auto canceled missile, it's the one in a second. Oh, video's bouncing around. Okay. Right here, he did a. Oh, yeah, right here. He did a grounded missile right there. And
Hmm.
because of that, he was too slow to get to the ledge. So,
Okay. So you needed
important
to
to
do
know.
one while falling,
He
and
had to
then
just
go
do
to
a
the edge.
short hop missile. It's faster than just a grounded missile. It comes out slightly slower, but you have way less lag because it's auto canceled. Wow, Fox or Wolf's Up B
Wolf.
beats missiles when it's going. That's crazy.
Okay. So yeah, that was a three stock by Michael.
Is it buffering for you?
Hmm.
It's buffering for me as well. Strange. Okay, so yeah, that was
That was set
well,
one going to Michael.
let's just
And yeah,
skip
like I said, he
forward.
switches. If he switches to Marth, Marth is one of his
Okay.
characters.
It says in the top Marth Falcon Wolf, so I'm assuming the next matches are gonna be Falcon Wolf. Or I mean Marth Wolf. Or I mean Marth Falcon, there we go. Why is this not working? Alright, no. Back up. Technical difficulties. Maybe I don't know if it's the website. It's probably the website. This
Yeah,
website
the
seems a little.
syncing. It might also be because we tried to do 720 and it doesn't like it.
Maybe. Do you want to try
We
throwing
could
it
drop
down?
down 480.
480. Oh, mine's at 480.
Here is at
All
480.
right, wait. Okay, we started. I paused it.
Okay.
Is yours like on Marth forwarding his shield?
423.
Yes. Okay, so let's continue. Start. All right. Oh gosh, it's buffering
Okay.
again.
Oh, it's playing for me.
It's playing for you? Oh, maybe this
Yeah,
is me, my internet.
it's at 434 now on mine.
Mine's still at 423.
It's too bad you're all the way in SAC and I can't just drive to your house to do
I know, this would be so much easier. All right, I'm at 425 and
Yeah,
going. Okay, so in this matchup, Marth's forward air beats projectiles. So,
really.
yeah,
I'm a
it'll
terrible
eat all the
player.
projectiles. So he's got to be careful of that. But that's not to say they're bad. They're still
Hmm.
a good spacing tool. Um,
Yeah. I
it was
liked this Marth, but it definitely seemed when I was watching it live that he throws out the forward smash a lot, and that's kind of a thing that new Marths do.
yeah, like that.
Hmm.
If you F smash a shield, you're gonna get wave dash punished.
Hmm.
That's it's just such a long landing lag or end lag. So this is probably a better stage, like in a theory crafting sense to pick because Samus doesn't have platforms to
Hmm.
auto cancel missiles, but he wasn't really auto canceling missiles that much on platforms, so I don't know. I think it might be a comfort with Marth kind of thing. Those good like
That was cool.
that crouch cancels. You would say, oh, that was a good crouch cancel, but it really wasn't because if we go back, he ate. I think it was like 30% for one down tilt, and he's
Hmm.
already at a stock deficit. So it's in a little bit, but yeah, he'll eat a lot of percent, and he's still at a stock deficit. So he really needs to play safer than that
Yeah.
because he was at 35 and he goes up to 60, I believe. So right here, 35, crouch cancels all the way up to 60. So he took 25% for a down tilt, and the Samus is just going to get back on stage right now anyway.
Yeah,
Um,
Samus's recovery is really amazing too.
so this is a situation where it's like, just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Hmm.
Um, Good on you to crouch cancel, but you ate more than you should have, and now you're at 60% and counting
Yeah,
because you flubbed an edge guard. You should have just wave dash back and reset neutral.
and Michael's definitely, oh my god, Michael's definitely onto the fact that he's going for the kills with the forward smash tipper,
Yeah,
and he's shielding them and punishing them a lot.
yeah. So Samus does like a smart thing, not getting greedy, just missing the edge. There's no need to approach at the edge as Samus. You really don't have that many tools. You might as well just back up and missile. Ooh, okay, going for a dunk. I think it's against Samus, just grab the edge, like punish the tether recovery, punish the up B,
Yeah,
continuously refresh the invulnerability, and you're fine.
against tethers too with Marth, you have the neutral air onto stage option, which covers them floating away and coming onto the stage sometimes if you time it right.
Yeah,
So there
that's
was no reason. There was no reason for him to go for anything other than grabbing the ledge to punish the tether.
yeah. So Samus does like a really staple Samus edge guard, which is like wave dash back forward smash in a second. So he'll get the Marth off and do that, and it's really good. It doesn't seem like it would be good. It seems like a Marth would do the same thing, but Samus's pull back on the forward smash, I guess, just helps out so much. So I like that he grabs the ledge and throws that bomb. That's cute. I've never seen that, but he got that forward smash. That's good.
Yeah, he tried really hard for that
That
that downer.
Yeah, that Marth is going for like an early gimp, and I mean, it's not, it's not bad if you get it, but it's so hard to get, and good players won't let you have it. So that's probably like what I like to call like a noob stomping strat, where like you get it against your friend that like don't really play that much, so you get into the habit of doing it. This is the reason that personally I play a lot of characters against people that are worse than me because I don't want to learn bad habits with my main.
Just like you did with me last night, then.
I mean, I do it with a lot of people. um, okay, so continuing, there's something I noticed that happened. I forget if I'll see it again. Okay, so yeah, here. So the Samus jumps forward with this forward air, and if it was just a back air, like he can react to this Marth's down air. Like he knows it missed. All he had to do is throw out a back air instead of a forward air, and he sets up like a gimp situation. Right over here. No, it's after this edge guard. All right, it jumped back farther than I thought. Way farther than I thought. But yeah, um, he'll come with the forward air, and all he needs to do is do a back air to set up like a pseudo gimp situation, or at least some extra damage. Uh, that's good STI on the first up smash to get out, but he should have buffered a roll after it. The Samus is getting predictable with those charge shots. That's the second time he's done it in the exact same way. And like the thing about things like that only work once. I was playing Dakpo at Paragon, and we talked about this, and we were in a money match, and game 5 of the money match, last stock, he decides to down throw when he hadn't down throwed the whole set, and I wasn't ready to tech it because he didn't do it a single time, and so he just got me with a down smash for the win. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, like I was not expecting you didn't do it once. And he's like, yeah, that kind of thing only works once, and talked about it a little bit.
Yeah. Uh,
Anything
for
gimpy
Michael,
like that only works one time.
there's is it Hugs? Hugs has some analysis videos. I think it's his match versus Leffen, the kind of popular one,
Uh huh.
where he talks about conditioning your opponent, and that's kind of sort of what you're talking about. Is like
Exactly. It's a
if you
form
do
of like
this,
negative conditioning.
yeah, if you don't do something and they don't expect it, suddenly you could use it in a way that they weren't expecting. Or if you always wave dash out a shield a certain time, and then suddenly one time you don't,
Yeah.
like it'll catch your opponent off guard because you haven't done it all match, right?
Yeah.
And for Samus, who's kind of slow, I mean, in PM it's slightly different, but I mean, still, he's slower than Marth, for example.
Yeah. Definitely.
Uh, that conditioning, right? That not doing the charge shot the same way every time, or that not wave dash forward tilt or wave dash forward smash every time, or at least not in the same way, is like
Yeah.
super valuable and
Definitely.
important.
So over here he goes for a Ken combo in a second.
Mhm.
I don't know how far back it went. This program's a little strange to work with, but
Mhm.
he's got to recognize that he can't Ken combo here, right here.
Yeah.
So one, it's a Samus. One, you're at 20%, and
Mhm.
20%, like people almost always jump out of Ken combos. What I would do is I would just have done another fair, and possibly another fair if you could get back from it, because with Marth you can do what he did, which was short hop fair, double jump fair, falling fair, and then still side B back to the stage and up B to the ledge. But he chooses to try and Ken combo and misses it right here,
Yeah.
and getting punished for it. Even
The
just jumping back to the stage is better because then the Samus is trying to jump onto the stage.
other thing I just want to mention because we haven't mentioned it, this Samus is really, really consistent with the Super Wave Dash.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know necessarily. I mean, he's got one really cool GIF, and I'm assuming we'll see it
Yeah,
in a
I've
match
seen it.
where he does a pretty cool thing. But in general, sometimes it feels like he's just doing it because he can do it, and not because it puts him in a better spot.
Yeah. So I was trying to back up to just after this. Okay, so Marth is so greedy for these down airs. Like right here, if he just grabbed the edge, he would have had an easy edge guard, but instead he goes for a really greedy down air, and because of it, he loses the edge guard.
And right there, he did an
Oh,
up air instead of a neutral air. I mean, he got the kill,
yeah,
but
he
the
got the
up air
kill.
there wasn't the right choice.
Yeah, he got the kill, but that's just because Samus was more screwed up than him. I don't know about down smashing the edge ever like that Samus just did.
Hmm.
I think that was probably just like he, I don't know, maybe you want to try something new, but that just looked sloppy. I feel like that was a mistake in some way, or maybe he meant to get like a tipper down smash, but I don't
I
know.
also, this is kind of random. I don't know how often these two have played on stream, and playing on stream is different than playing, playing with the crowd behind you. And it was pretty. Oh, he got the Ken combo there.
Oh, he didn't even up B. That's
Uh,
yeah, and that's another reason you can't do those low percent Ken combos. He doesn't get anything off of it. Samus just double jumps back to the stage, so
yeah.
it doesn't accomplish anything for him. So all these down airs that he's been fishing the whole game would have been worthless except for like one of them. Yeah, Ken combo and then double jump up
I mean, it looked
back
cool,
to the
but
stage.
but
Looking
that was
cool
it.
only goes so far when you're trying to win.
Says Dr. Grin, who does a bunch of PK Flash.
They don't look cool. They win me the game. Um, so I think Marth. I feel like the Samus is playing better, like playing with less mistakes,
Hmm.
but just doesn't know the matchup as well because like full hop, fast fall, neutral air, and stuff like that's not really something you see in this matchup often. I feel like he's probably just getting punished for small stuff all around. Um, the Marth is playing really greedy. That's probably the part of the reason that the Samus is doing so well.
Yeah. One thing I've noticed playing a bunch of people is that the first thing people tend to learn, and this is probably because they play by themselves a lot, or they play with lower level people, is how to be aggressive. So
Yeah,
their offensive game is always better, and these two definitely have a much stronger offensive game than they do like an edge guard game or a neutral game, or I mean, their DI occasionally is questionable. It's still way better than mine, so I don't want to like necessarily say the DI is bad, but
yeah,
it's not as polished
yeah.
as their
That's
offensive
true.
game, as their
Defensive
punch game.
options, and we'll see Falcon. Falcon's easy to tell if people are DIing right or wrong.
Hmm.
They'll pop like way high in the air if they're DIing wrong. So we'll see how the Samus's DI is. Um. So yeah, Falcon's just aggressing. Like
Yeah.
Samus didn't seem to know what to do. He just kind of shielded there.
Yeah.
A lot of up smash is interesting. That's really punishable, I feel like.
Up smash for Samus, you mean?
Yeah. Missing the knee. That's just something you gotta work on. Something
Yeah.
you shouldn't miss. I got turny nerves happen and stuff.
Like I said, they had a crowd behind them, and I don't know how often or if ever they've been on stream.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
no, previous to this day, I mean, because they
I
were on
want
stream earlier.
I want to go back and watch this last 30 seconds.
Go ahead.
Just cause I feel like neither of them know what they're doing. So this is like typical like lower level gameplay. They're just throwing out hitboxes.
Hmm.
They're just fishing a hit. Similar to like a fox would fish an up smash, but they're just like give me anything. And there's no combos going on. They're just getting one straight hit, one straight hit, one straight hit. Um, so Falcon spot
I mean,
dodges.
I feel like this Falcon knows that he can down throw knee, but he's just not
He's
getting it.
he's not reading the DI.
Mm,
He's not reacting to the DI rather. He's trying to get a read on it, which doesn't work. He needs to react to it, which is scary versus Samus. It's not easy. Um, so the Falcon does something good in attack. He'll spot dodge and then grab, I think it was, and then he should go for an up air right here. He should go for an up air
mm,
because the Samus DI'd like not down in a way, but he DI'd kind of a slight away, and it
mm.
sets up for a perfect short hop up air into knee or
Yeah,
into
up
like
air knee.
another up air. But he just like he's trying to get a knee, and the thing is we've got to look at our like kill percentages. A knee at 70 is not going to kill a Samus. Samus is really heavy. Um, and it might set up an edge guard, but Falcon doesn't have any edge guard tools on Samus. Samus's recovery is so ambiguous for a character like Falcon.
Hmm.
It really doesn't do much to get him off stage. I mean, yeah, you can grab the Legend knee if he tethers and stuff, and I get that, but this Samus and PM has a lot more options to like get you off the ledge before he gets to the ledge. So I feel like he needs to extend his combos more.
What I did like about this Falcon when I was watching it, when I'm watching it right now, is that he dash dances, which is 11 times better than me because I never dash dance. Uh, and it
Uh,
seems to be that he's weaving in and out of his space, or at least trying to.
yeah, dash dancing, obviously for spacing. I didn't see his Marth doing it at all. His Wolf wasn't really doing it much. Flip that. His Wolf wasn't doing it at all. His Marth wasn't doing it much.
Mm.
And so it is much better to see that he's attempting spacing. But with Falcon, you need to obviously.
Yeah.
Right here,
The other
he's
thing is, even though he's dash dancing, he usually does a neutraler out of it. He doesn't grab as often as he could, so he wants to
yeah,
mix that up more.
yeah. He does a I think it's an up throw and tries to knee because he realized he missed three down throw knees or two down throw knees, and he gets nared out.
Hmm. I like
And
the fade
this
back there for
makes
the recovery
oh, it
too.
was a down throw. So I actually don't think you can down throw knee a Samus unless he's just slow on it, which he might
Hmm.
be just slow on it. There's certain characters I know in melee you cannot down throw knee because they can like nair out.
Mm.
Uh, so I guess Samus could be one of them because down throw is affected by a character's weight. So since Samus is heavy, it's a slow throw, so you have more lag at the end of it, which could
Interesting.
be the reason he's not getting grabbed or getting the knee. I know in melee you can't down throw knee a Dr. Mario because he's so heavy that he can get it onto Nair in time. Whereas like Luigi, I believe you can, even though he has less hit stun, he's so
Mm.
light that you have enough time to get him still.
Cool.
Coming on stage with a knee. This is a classic early Falcon. Like, not saying it's a bad knee at all,
Hmm.
but I'm probably gonna look for that later in the set. But there's other options beside knee. Coming on stage with an up air
Up air is the best.
or nair even,
Mm.
they're really good.
Yeah,
Knee is only really good for kills.
Quan's a pretty. I mean, he's a good Falcon, right?
Yeah,
I don't know. He's in my
I've
opinion, he's excellent, but I mean, he hasn't won anything. Uh, but anyways, Quan told me that up air or neutral air are way better, and that up air has the best frame data off the ledge, basically.
yeah. This Falcon goes for the hardest read. With he knees the double jump back, which is crazy. I don't know if he did it on purpose.
That was a good knee.
I feel like he didn't do that on purpose because it's just really weird, but it is really good. It's really good. Maybe he did. I don't know. I don't know how much credit I can give him, but
That was
uh,
good again.
good stomp knee. The Samus DI'd horribly,
Hmm.
so he went not just like straight out, but he went out and down the opposite survival DI.
And
So
this is what we're talking about too, where I said like their offense game, right? Their
yeah,
punish game is way better than their defensive game, so their DI or even their tech habits need work. And that's just a thing that's true for any mid low level player, me
yeah,
included. Like I'm much better at approaching you, especially if your DI is bad, than I am at getting out of things.
yeah. So what I think went through his head, if he was thinking about like where to DI, is the Falcon's gonna up air string me, and
Mhm.
in which case that would have been fine DI for an up air string. But this is the first time he's gotten a stomp in the game, and this is the first time he's seen the Falcon. So he has to test One thing that me and a lot of SAC players talk about is testing your opponent. So is my opponent gonna do a long combo or is he just gonna finish it early? Survival DI the combo
Mhm.
at first all the time. So he stomped me. He's not done any up air strings or like nair strings the whole game. There's nothing to say that he'll do an up air or a nair here now.
Mhm.
So just survival DI because he's not extending his combos at all. But I think for some reason he thought that he was trying to extend a combo or he's going for an extended combo and he DIs down and away, gets that knee, which just is bad. He
It's
gets
also
weak
true
kneed
that
for it.
I think most new players learn survival DI before they learn combo DI. So that might just be his go-to response,
Well,
right? To not die.
that was combo DI. That was
Oh,
not
that was combo
survival.
DI? Okay.
Yeah, that's why it was very confusing to see, and it could have been a mistake, of course.
All right, he held away instead of up. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
combo DI.
so it's pretty even.
Hmm. I think
Down throw. Okay,
Fee is
so
doing a lot better in this round than any of the other rounds, so it
so
might be that Falcon is his main.
yeah.
He's at
So
least
Falcon
moving
just
better.
noticed that his, or he just, I think he knows a little late. He missed, I think, four down throw knees, so he finally did a down throw nair,
Hmm.
and he's going for more knees. You just can't get the knee. I'm pretty sure. So he really needs to stop doing that. You can always get like up airs and nairs. Those are much easier to hit than the knee because they come out much faster
After the down throw, you mean?
after the down throw. Yeah.
One thing I would like to see either of these players do that I don't think I've picked up on yet, maybe they have, is waved, or I think he just did it there actually then, wave dash onto the stage from the ledge.
Yeah, Falcon can do an invincible ledge dash into
Hmm.
like a lot of options. Adrian does it
Grab
to me
is
all the
one,
time. It's
yeah.
just so good. So down throw knee, maybe you can do it, but I don't think you can. I think the Samus just wasn't spamming there. Um, so Falcon finally has a stock lead,
Hmm.
and they're just kind of doing the. Okay, so that was he just didn't gentleman. That was strange. He hit the down air so at 0%, which gets a tumble. You stay on the ground but you tumble, and then
Hmm.
he jabs, and maybe he wants to grab, but he just doesn't do anything. If you jab, you should just finish the gentleman. He just jabs and does nothing,
There's
and
some
gets
times where
punished.
a opponent can crouch cancel and you don't want to finish the gentleman, you want to do jab, jab, grab.
Well, even then, he didn't jab.
Yeah,
He just
single
did
jab is
one
not the answer.
jabs. Yeah, that's never really what you want to do.
Unless you're going for a jab reset, I guess, but that
But
wasn't the case
but
there.
yeah, that wasn't the case. Gets to stomp through the platform and like runs away. I don't know about
Yeah.
that. I don't think he was paying attention, maybe, or he
I
didn't
do
think it would
think
hit.
I do think he's caught on to the patterns for the charge shot because he's shielding them more. He's not getting caught in them as much.
Yeah, that was good.
That was
He
good air
read the
guard.
air dodge, and he's being greedy. He's a very greedy player. Just like, which I mean, it isn't too bad because you can accommodate that to your playstyle, but you have to get the reads, and he's getting enough, but he's not getting enough if you were to move to a higher level. I guess is what I want to say.
I mean, he's still on the come up. This is his
Yeah,
first win to
exactly.
my
These are
knowledge, and it
still,
was amateur bracket. So,
yeah, this is an amateur,
actually, I should go look up how he did in pools to add that context.
maybe.
Well,
Oh, that was if the Samus grabbed the ledge. Samus had a lot of time, so this is back to new players just stand around.
mhm.
He had a million years to just wave dash grab the ledge. When the Falcon goes out for a greedy knee, and he would have died. Or he could have just grabbed the edge. I don't even. Why would he down air? That was just so strange. I keep on going too far back, but both players just do a really strange thing. You should never jump that far out. Oh, what? Okay, start it over. Okay, so you should never jump that far out. It's so dangerous unless your opponent's farther out, but he really wasn't. And the Samus, like he's so far away. This is spaghetti, really spaghetti, basically.
Yeah.
He
Um,
just
it's not necessarily the best time, but I'll just read off his pool results. He 2-1 Stealthy Korean. He lost 2-0 to Red X.
okay.
He took a game off Scracket, but it was 2-1. And then he beat Locus 2-0 and
Okay.
got third in his pool.
Okay. Um,
I
I
think
don't know. It doesn't
the
want to go back to it, but it is
the big thing there for me is he took a game off Scracket, so that's not that bad.
yeah, it was pretty good. Wait, he's the Samus you're talking about?
No, that was Fee. So
Oh,
that's the
that was
Falcon.
the Falcon. Okay.
Third in his
Okay.
pool, goes on to win amateur. Pretty good.
Yeah. Good knee he did to finish out the last stock. Good F tilt by Samus. Samus has a really good F tilt. Maybe he's just remembering it because I've only seen him do it like 2 or 3 times earlier in the set.
Yeah, I talked about
Uh,
it a little bit earlier, or at least I brought it up. That wave dash F tilt is really good for Samus.
yeah, it is. You can like tip or F tilt shield like that, and
Mhm.
you can't punish that, or it's really hard. I don't think Falcon can punish it. Knee,
I think he went for
interesting.
the reverse knee.
I would have gone for
Neutraler.
a back air and put him off stage
Uh,
because so if we watch the DI of that a little earlier. Go. Okay. So I believe that. Okay, we'll see in a sec.
You're right
So the
too. Off the down throw, he's not going for the knee as much now.
yeah, off that stomp, the Samus DI'd straight away, or probably slightly down and away. And if he back aired that, he could have gone for another back air or like a really greedy stomp, which I know he probably would have gone for. But even though I said Falcon doesn't have too many edge guarding tools, he's up a stock. He has like he can be riskier, so I would have gone for the back air off stage instead of the safe option, which was the knee to reset the neutral. It's just a food for thought. And good spot dodge on the down air, gentleman into knee. It's good.
I really struggle with gentleman into knee.
It's a staple Falcon. Should learn it. Good wave dash back F smash. That's like old school Samus. You know, really good to kill. There's the Nair off the down throw. He's getting combos. So I think he's figuring out the Samus matchup more than Samus is figuring out the Falcon matchup. Like I said earlier, I felt like they both didn't know the matchup. This is in the Marth game, but I feel like the Falcon's learning it, whereas the Samus is not learning it as much.
It also helps that Samus has stayed the same the entire time, and Fee has switched to 3 characters now.
That's true, I guess. But that just that's a horrible glitch. That's there's a glitch right now where if you like tether the ledge, sometimes it
Mhm.
just drops, and that was one of the times it happened. That's unfortunate. Um, but yeah, the Samus just seems to not be able to keep up. He really needs to space the Falcon out somehow. And I know it's hard to space a Falcon with Samus, but he really needs to
Yeah,
learn how to.
I
Maybe
don't think
with
you should.
missiles or F
I don't think you
more.
should ever side B from the
Oh,
ledge.
that's the Jiffy Cat moment. I saw that on Reddit. That was
Oh
really
yeah,
good.
it was on Reddit. I don't think it was on Reddit.
Yeah, it was on front page of Smash Reddit.
Really?
Yeah, it was double super wave dash into B reversed
Oh,
neutral
cool.
B. It was
I
really
didn't see it
good.
on Reddit. I saw it on Facebook, I think.
Oh, okay. So good. Oh, he should have down angled forward tilts. So down angle forward tilts are insanely good at edge guarding Captain Falcons. Right here. And he would have sent him off stage, and you could do another one, wave dash, grab the ledge. There's like a lot of options you could do. He just stood there. The Samus is doing a lot of what I said, which is just you stand there after you do something, and you just like don't do anything because you're not ready.
To be fair, standing still is a lot better than randomly approaching with an attack.
True,
So
true.
it's a step in the right direction, but now he needs to like move around more.
I guess. I mean, I would prefer to even move backwards than to do
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah, moving backwards is better, but I mean, his habit could be that he always dash attacks in, which is something new players do, and he's not doing that. So I just want to acknowledge that he knows not to throw out moves without kind of randomly, at
Yeah,
least.
but we need to strive for better.
Yeah,
Strive for
so
that
it's
forward
a step
tilt.
in the right direction, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 2-2. This is game 5. They went back to the same stage, same matchup.
Okay, so I liked how the Sam started off missiling,
Hmm.
and he's still doing it, so that's good. He Falcon kind of went in his face, and
Hmm.
he was scared to missile, but he found the space to move backwards and keep doing it. Because he really needs to build the percent a little bit. Like Samus really can't do much below probably 50, maybe 40%. Uh, like, because Samus ideally would get you off and edge guard you. Because Samus isn't really much combo potential in her.
Hmm.
Good double dash attack into Nair. There's the down angled forward tilt.
That's good.
Oh, please don't mess this up. Okay. All he needed to do was
Was hold the
hold the
ledge.
ledge.
Yep.
Let's go back. You had the edge guard.
You did the
He
down
had a
angle forward
million
tilt.
years to react. He did the good down angle. Did I just skip forward again? No, okay. Um, right here, perfect. Grab the
Just
ledge.
grab ledge.
Wait,
That's
he
it.
had so much time. The Falcon was so far away. He had so much time to just wait. And like he didn't even have to make this decision. It wasn't like the Falcon was on his way when he grabbed the ledge. I don't understand that. That was, and not only
Yeah.
that, he misses this edge guard when
I mean,
again he could have just grabbed the ledge the second time and he didn't do
yeah.
it. That's what I've
Yeah.
learned about the Falcon matchup as I've gotten better at it is you can't let him survive. You will lose if you let him survive. He's too good when he's on stage. The only air you have is when he's off. Accidental air dodge doesn't get punished, fortunately for him.
I
Good
like the
nair.
Falcon is. I think if I'm paying attention correctly, he's grabbing more in these last two games than he was the first one.
Yes, and he's getting follow-ups off them by just
Mhm.
not going always for knee. And that's another mix-up that I didn't mention is that if he keeps on going through for down throw neutral air, the
Mhm.
Samus knows that he can't nair out of it, so he'll jump. And at that point, you can start down throw kneeing. It's a conditioning. It's a lot of 50-50 conditioning.
The air dodge onto the stage. I think he was trying to wave dash onto stage. Not sure.
Probably. Again, grab the ledge. Like the Samus just is not grabbing the ledge enough. I think he could have had 3 or 4 edge guards, just grabbing the ledge. He's much worse at this match. He's probably playing really scared, because it's grand
It's
finals. It's
nervous
game
during
five.
game five,
Yeah, yeah. Of course, it's nerve wracking.
especially for the person from losers bracket right now.
Yeah, he has to. Sometimes you just have to take those risks, and I know it's scary to like wave dash off, because there's like a million things that could happen, but you have to do it. It's so important.
Right now, I think I noticed the Falcon miss an L cancel after a knee. I'm not gonna tell you why. That's something you should work on. But yeah.
Down throw. There's the knee. The Falcon or the Samus definitely could have nared out of that. That was that conditioning because he's been doing so much nairs out of the down throws that conditioned the Samus.
Missing techs. You can see them kind of flubbing it now a
Yeah, the
little more than they
Samus.
were at the beginning of this set
Yeah,
match.
definitely. The Samus was doing good missiles, but he didn't get much off of them. He spaced Falcon away, but then he just jumped in anyway, so kind of gets rid of the spacing. Again, down angle forward tilt covers the side B. Because this Falcon can sweet spot with the side B, but this Falcon isn't. He's going pretty high with it. Falcon punch because he wants to. Okay.
Finally worked.
Finally, he could have grabbed the edge, but if it worked, it worked. I think Mango likes saying that. So
It's not a mistake if it worked, yeah.
yeah, interesting. He wasted his charge shot, which he can't afford to waste that charge shot.
And
And
not at this percent, yeah.
yeah, not at this far in the game. Especially if we look at it, um, the Falcon's at 0. Or I think he might have got hit by one missile, so he's at like 12. No, he was at 0. What does it do for you? It gets him to 35%, 25 from the charge shot, 10 from the missile, and it doesn't even knock him off stage. So it was probably not forward thinking when he did it. He was kind of just worried and scared. Um, oh, okay, don't get Falcon punched. Good missiles, but why are you approaching with them? You should react to
Just
what your
spam a bunch of
opponent's
them.
doing, especially when you're this far behind. If you can zone your opponent out and like keep him making mistakes and you getting free damage, you'll close that gap
Yeah.
because you're gonna
He's
die
doing
if
a
you get hit.
he's doing a good job jumping around, being hard to follow, and not getting hit by those missiles.
Yeah, the
So many
Falcon
missed
doesn't
Falcon
care.
punches.
He's like, I got another set. I'm just gonna Falcon punch. Uh, you can dash attack that down throw. I think. Not sure though. So the F tilt was good either way. Again, he's approaching with these missiles for some reason when he really doesn't need to.
I think the set ends right here with a kind of
Ooh,
strange.
that is so dumb. What?
Yeah, pretty strange moment at the venue. Everyone like Yeah.
That, oh my gosh, down air stops projectile. I did know that down air stopped projectiles, but he like nippled the missile and then got the meteor. That was meteor cancelable, but he was at such a high percent that's hard meteor cancel.
Yeah.
So good stuff to the Samus.
What do you want to see the Samus work on? What's the big thing that he needs to
Edge
fix?
guarding. You're playing Samus, like you need to be able to grab the edge and do basic edge guards.
Edge guarding, and I think being just a little bit more patient.
Yeah,
Mm.
for
I
sure.
mean, I know that's not the cool thing. You definitely want to go in. You want to, get some down air spikes. You want to do something cool with the super wave dash. But that's not going to cut it. At least not until you get a lot better against any of the PR people or even like the five people below them.
Yeah, he especially that last game, he
Mm.
was just so spaghetti that he just dropped it. The Falcon was playing so much better than him game 5.
Yeah.
Um
What about Fee? What do you want to see from him?
I want to see less Wolf from him. No,
All right. Big thing
his
is no
Falcon
wolf.
was good
Hmm.
and his Marth and his Wolf were visibly worse. I don't know whether he just like didn't care or whether I Falcon's obviously his main. I don't know
Hmm.
whether not one of the others is his secondary, but they're far below his Falcon.
Okay.
Spacing
The thing
wise,
I'd like to
punish
see,
wise.
the thing I'd like to see from his Marth more is more dash dancing and more grab to up throw up tilt kind of a game, right?
Well,
The
it's hard
grab
to
will
do
come
that
from the
against
dash dancing.
Samus.
Hmm?
It's hard to get a grab follow up against a Samus in the first place, but he definitely can like forward throw and then like cover a jump with a forward air or like down tilt attack or something.
Hmm.
With Falcon, he learned I think after the first two games that you can't just down throw knee all the time.
Hmm.
I want to see him continue combos longer. He really only went for like 2 or 3 hit combos at most, and
Yeah,
that's just not enough. That's not going to cut it. As you
yeah,
get better, you need to extend those combos and figure out a way to extend them.
definitely. And from both players, I think just reiterating edge guarding.
Yeah,
Edge
both
guarding is a huge thing.
yeah, both players need to edge guard better.
Edge guarding, and part of that is just holding the ledge.
Yeah, the Falcon needs to sweet spot his side B more. Like
Mm-hmm.
this goes on to both players need to recover more ambiguously.
Mm-hmm.
I know that when Notorious side B's to the ledge against me,
Mm-hmm.
he mixes up like his location, so I think he's gonna up B, but I know he could side B, and if he side B's, it's so far below the stage that I can't get a down angled forward tilt, and so like I either need to like grab the ledge and react if he does up B, which it's harder to punish because
Mm-hmm.
I can't keep him off. I can only punish him onto stage at that point. So you can be ambiguous with Falcon Recovery, even though people say it's really linear. In Project M, you have that side B to mix it up.
Cool, cool.
The Samus uh, was really, really, really predictable with the tether recovery. He went for almost no up B recovery unless his tether was already gone. And that's something that he should get used to. Sweet spotting with that up B and just
Mhm.
using it in general because you got to mix up your recovery.
I also think one time, I think we talked about it, but just to bring it back, he tethered and then faded back and then just kind of fell and died.
Yeah, yeah. Or
So,
what he did was he tethered and then fell back. This was on FD. And then
mhm,
he tried to up B, but he got the spacing way off and he didn't know
yeah,
his spacing.
yeah, that's a thing. Sweet spotting the ledge is tricky,
Yep.
and recovering is tricky. Edge guarding is hard. Teching is hard. Everything about this game is takes a lot of practice.
Yeah, definitely a lot of work. But that's it for now. So
Mhm.
thanks for watching. If you sat through this whole 40-minute video, 45-minute video, probably not.
Oh my god.
But I'll probably do a shorter set in the future. Maybe not a grand finals.
I think we could have just picked which matches we covered.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
maybe the last three. Anyways,
I'm gonna cut the recording. See you guys.
cool.